right, hello everyone, and welcome back to the Math Puzzle Crash Course. I have a simple algebra problem here with two variables, x and y, and two equations using those two variables. And the goal here is to solve for x and y. The problem's 2x plus 4y equals 24, and then the other equation is 4x minus 3y equals -7. So, there's different approaches that are all valid for this. You could add the equations together and isolate a variable. You could pick one of the equations and isolate one of the variables. And then once you have that figured out, then you can substitute that into the other equation. Let me kind of go through this a little bit step by step to explain that. So we're gonna take this path here. We're gonna look at the top equation, the 2x plus 4y equals 24, and we're gonna try to solve for x. So to do that, what I can do is I can subtract 4y from both sides of the equation. Because you can see that you have 2x plus 4y on the left side. So if I subtract 4y from the left side, that just leaves me with 2x. You can see that here in the middle, where I have 2x equals 24 minus 4y. So whatever you do on the left side of the equation, you have to do on the right side. So if I subtract 4y from the left, I have to subtract 4y from the right. So you have 2x equals 24 minus 4y. So now to solve for x, you can divide both sides of the equation by 2. 2x divided by 2 is x. And on the right side of the equation, you have 24 divided by 2 becomes 12. 4y divided by 2 becomes 2y. So you have now x equals 12 minus 2y. Now you can take that, now that you know that x equals 12 minus 2y, you can look at the second equation and substitute that value for x in that second equation. So let's see what that looks like. So instead of saying 4x minus 3y equals -7, we have 4 times the quantity, 12 minus 2y. We just replace the x. Minus 3y equals -7. So if we simplify that further, say we distribute that 4 to the 12 and the minus 2y, 4 times 12 on the left side becomes 48. 4 times minus 2y becomes minus 8y. We still have our minus 3y there. And then that equals -7 on the right side. So we can further simplify that down to 48 minus 11y equals -7. And then that becomes minus 11y equals minus 55. And then we can divide by 11 on both sides of the equation, which leaves us with minus y equals minus 55 divided by 11. So you basically are going to have minus y equals minus 5, um, which is the same thing as saying y equals 5. You can multiply both sides of the equation by -1 to make everything positive. Minus y times -1 is y. Minus 5 times -1 is plus 5. So we end up with y equals 5. Now we can go and solve for x. We can go back again to the top equation and plug in a 5 for the y. And that gives us 2x plus 4 times 5. Remember that when you have parentheses like that, that's an implied multiplication when you have 4 next to the 5 in parentheses. So 2x plus 4 times 5 equals 24. Then that becomes 2x plus 20 equals 24. And that further breaks down to 2x equals 4. And you get that by subtracting 20 from both sides of the equation. 2x plus 20 minus 20 is just 2x. 24 minus 20 is 4. So you have 2x equals 4. Then if you divide both sides of the equation by 2, you're left with x equals 2. Now it's always a good idea to double check your answers and plug those solved values for x and y back into your original equations and see if they make sense. So we said that x is 2 and y equals 5. So if we look at our first equation that we had, the 2x plus 4y equals 24, if you plug those numbers in, it makes sense. You end up with 2 times 2 plus 4 times 5 equals 24, which is also 4 plus 20 equals 24. So we got a star next to that. That one checks out. We look at the second equation, 4x minus 3y equals minus 7. You substitute the constants for the variables. You get 4 times 2 minus 3 times 5 equals minus 7. That just becomes 8 minus 15 equals minus 7. So that one also checks out. Again, the math puzzle crash course is on YouTube and Facebook. Appreciate any likes, shares, any subscriptions would be great. That helps out the channel quite a bit. I hope this video has been helpful. If I did go a little bit too fast for some, you can always rewind it and double check. I hope to do a few more of these simple algebra problems just to kind of help everyone remember how that works. But again, thanks a lot. I hope this video has been helpful. If you stuck it out to the end, I thank you very much and have a great day.